according to a lot of people on the internet, it is now you also clean your exhaust elbow, because it will get full of carbon, and yeah, that is not good for the engine and the water flow in the system. So I will remove it completely from the engine, and the hardest part is to remove this hose here. So let us see how hard or easy it is. I have removed the electronic box there by unscrewing these two screws, and this little small screw that is holding the electronic box in the side, and of course also dismounted the top of it. And yeah, and as you can see, I have also removed the clips there, and the idea is then to take a screwdriver and press it around in the edge, and then maybe get the hose off. The exhaust elbow is a bit hard to remove here, so I think it is better to just dismount the whole thing. And as you can see, we have 4 screws here, and the last one there, I use this thing here to unscrew it, but the rest of the bolts you can just use this 12mm wrench thing here, and then just unscrew it. But this bolt here down there is a bit hard to get. So but you can get it with this spanner thing here. So yeah, as you can see, I have removed the 3 screws here, but to demonstrate how tight the screws is mounted here original, I will then demonstrate it here. As you can see, they are not that tight, so it is very nice and very easy to remove the screws here. I think overall the screws on this Volvo Penta engine here is pretty easy to remove, and so it is very nice. There is no broken bolts or anything, but as you can see, the paint can jam the threads a bit here. So maybe a good idea to fill on some rust ether oil, or what you say, some penetrating oil or something to the bolts here, so you better can loosen them. But yeah, now all the 4 bolts is removed, and I am ready to remove the elbow here. Let us see how loose it is. Okay, pretty loose, so that is a very nice thing. I think I need something to loosen the gasket there. Yeah, my exhaust elbow is now removed, and the simple trick to remove it was actually this D-block oil. It will say you take the D-block oil and put it around in the edge of the exhaust elbow, and then you take a screwdriver in this size here and work your way around, and of course dismount the elbow here first from the engine block. But yeah, I'll try to show you, but it doesn't seems like it is blocked or anything. So that is a good news. As you can see, we have the exhaust side here. It is almost totally clear, but I will of course clean this anyway. And then we have the hole here for the water. The system here is built on a way so you don't get seawater into the engine, because if I just drilled through here, you will then get the problem. You can get seawater in your engine, but the elbow here is made, as you can see, there is a little what do you call it, little groove or something in the bottom there, under the funny orange stuff there. It is where the water is running out, and I will take this elbow with me home and then flush the whole system here and clean it, and then repaint it, so it is ready for some more action. Before I mount the new painted and new cleaned parts, I will clean around the engine here, so every coolant fluid and oil and so is gone, and so the engine can be nice and shiny in the next 10 years or so. So I don't think the exhaust elbow there is necessary to clean in around 10 years or so, because it was not that bad on this engine here. I have bought a brand new original V-belt here from Volvo Penta, and the reason for that is I found out, as you can see, the old one here is pretty narrow compared to the new one here. If I can align them, as you can see, there's a big difference between the new one and the old one there. It is definitely not the right one, this one here. The problem is when the V-belt is running on the wheels here, the belt goes too far into the shaft here, or the groove here, and when you mount the right one, it will then run on the outside. As you can see, it's not totally in the groove, and I think it is a lot better. Maybe also the reason for the funny whining noise from my engine. First I thought it was from the generator here, but I think it is the V-belt. But time will tell if I am right or wrong. But the old V-belt here is not the right one for the engine. It is also made in United Kingdom, and the original one, you can see, the standing Volvo, and it is made in Germany. So this one is the right one. I have now repainted and cleaned my exhaust elbow. As you can see, the hole here is a bit bigger than before. It was because it was almost clogged with debris from the water and so. Also the hole, or the groove here on the inside, you can see there is much more space, and therefore the cooling water will much more easy flow in the system here. So I think it is looking very nice here. Yeah, the way I cleaned out all the old carbon and so was I yeah, clogged it here and here with yeah, something and then I filled in some sulfuric acid and let it stand overnight. You can also use something called hydrochloric acid. It is also very good to remove carbon so from your exhaust elbow. If it is very bad, it is completely clogged with soot and carbon and so. But the most improvement there was with this elbow was the water flow, because I tested the elbow by filling in some water here and some pressure, and then I could see how the water flow was, and after I cleaned it, and yeah, then I could see the water flow was much better. So this acid bath is really working. So but as you can see, it is pretty nice and Volvo Penta green here. I have put on one layer of normal primer, and then 2 layers of this green color here, and it has yeah, it has dried in around 2 or 3 days and so, and then I will just mount it again. Between the exhaust elbow here and the engine there is of course a gasket, and I have bought a brand new one here, original, and the price for this one here was $11 US, and I will of course clean the gasket area here, so it is nice and clean and ready for the new gasket. The most easy way is of course using a scraper, and then scrape off the old gasket here. Yeah, as you can see, it is not easy to get, but yeah, it is of course possible, and yeah, just scrape the old gasket away here. Yeah, the gasket area here is now nice and clean, and as you can see, I have yeah, cleaned all around the gasket here, and there is some yeah, paint that is falling off here in the sides, but I will just paint it when the whole thing is mounted. But before I mount the gasket, I will put on some grease here to the threads, so it is possible to remove it again in the future. But yeah, as you can see, the gasket is here and is ready to mount. The gasket is dry fitted, which means that you just mount the gasket without any grease or anything on the gasket, and you just take your new gasket and put it on. pretty simple. I think the best way to mount it is to mount it there first, and I have now applied a bit of silicone grease to the edge of the exhaust pipe here, and I will then just take the elbow here and press it in the pipe there. Just take the elbow here and press it in. Yeah, it was pretty easy. It was a bit harder to yeah, take it off, and then I just mount it on the screws here and and yeah, the elbow is basically on the engine now. So yeah, I can show you. As you can see, pretty easy. Then I just mount the screws again, the same way I took it off, and I will then cross tighten the screws here. It will say this one, this one, this one, and the other one over there. So it is getting tightened up equally. So yeah. But this hose here was pretty easy to install. The 4 screws is now tightened up, and as always I have not tightened up the screws totally crazy, but they are very hand tight, good hand tight. And something you must remember is this electronic box. As you can see, we have this bracket here. It must align with the little screw hole in the box here, and you just mount the box on the side here, and as you can see, the screw hole here is perfect aligned. So I will then also put on this box, I think, or else it is better to mount this first. I think maybe it is the best way to do it. And I will also put on the clips there, so everything is nice. Before I screw on or screw the spanners, I use this liquid moly multi-spray. It is a kind of oil, and I will then just spray a bit on, so it glides a bit better and is easier to remove the next time I will take off my exhaust elbow here. Maybe you are asking, Tino, why do you not just buy a stainless steel exhaust elbow, and then it won't rust? Yes, you can buy a stainless exhaust elbow here, but the problem with the stainless is when you have your hot exhaust and your cold water, it will say, or it means you get a difference in the temperature, and it will say the exhaust elbow can then crack if it is made of stainless steel, because the stainless steel isn't so resistant for different heat variations, and this heavy metal is much more resistance over the heat changes. So it is best to use this exhaust elbow here. I also think this elbow here, it can last around 20 years or something, and if it is very bad, it can last 5-10 years, and I think it is okay for this stuff here, or this elbow here. So if it must be changed in the future, I think I will just buy another cast iron elbow here. So yeah, and then the 2 clips here is mounted again, and as you can see, it is of course double clamped. It means you have 2 spanners on the exhaust pipe here, so you are sure it doesn't leak. So yeah, that was it with this exhaust elbow. And the next step is of course to put together the heat exchanger and cooling system. I have seen on the net that someone says that you can't get the boot on here after you have put on the exhaust elbow here, but yeah, I don't think it is a problem, so I will fix that also.